The last few days have been nothing short of a mess, and I believe that we can all use these last few days as a reminder to the consistent failure of each and every division of our local government, from city council to the mayor's office, the sheriff's office, and everybody in between. Here's the thing: New Orleans has a sickness, and this sickness is complacency. It has been the thorn in our side since Hurricane Katrina. If we do not begin to elect people outside of the political machine, what we are going to have is more and more breakdown of our city systems, just as we have seen thus far. The jailbreak with the sheriff's office is a warning. It is a warning of what is to come if we do not start to get serious.
And what I mean by this is that every single one of us in this community has to begin to look at the record of each and every individual candidate running for mayor. What we have to do at this point in time is truly look at the system that has created the events to allow what has happened over the last few days to occur. For example, what we have is a system that is incapable of being proactive and instead relies heavily on being reactive. And what this does is that it puts every single one of us in this community in grave danger. One of the rights that city government has to uphold is to make sure that every single citizen not only feels safe, but is safe. And events again over the last few days is another reminder that we are not safe, that the elected officials that we have placed in power are not doing the job that they have promised us. And instead, repackage this concept of change without progress. What is the vision that we are looking for in our next leaders? If we continue to elect the same individuals who have created this breeding ground for events over the last few days to occur, we will have more of the same. And we need to be very vigilant as a community to not confuse change with progress. And right now, we have got to demand progress. We have to hold city council, the mayor's office, those individuals within the sheriff's department, and have every other system in between, including the judiciary. We have to hold them accountable, and we have to make sure that our leaders hold them accountable. This is our moment as a community to stand together and to demand better. Because again, we need to use the events over the last few days as a reminder. Remember the Hard Rock disaster. Remember Hurricane Katrina. Remember when they were ripping the streets up and forcing businesses to close. Remember, remember, remember. The political machine is incredibly strong, but together, we are stronger. And we have the power to enact the change that we ultimately deserve and desire. For those of you that do not know who I am, my name is Ricky Twiggs Jr. I am the independent mayoral candidate for the city of New Orleans. I am also an award-winning licensed professional counselor and supervisor and a former tech entrepreneur. New Orleans, thank you so much for allowing me to speak to you today, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Talk later. Bye-bye.